silver medalists at the previous 2 World Championships, Brasseur and Eisler had visions of Olympic gold. They were primed to end a Russian dominance of the discipline that had accounted for the previous 7 pairs gold medals. Last month, Albertville, the original program. The stage was set. The start was dazzling. Then, the pressure overwhelming.
I just forgot what I was doing, and I was kind of dying nervous there. When I fell, I mean, the door wasn't so far, so I thought of just going off and going home, and or say, whoa, stop, okay? Let's erase all that, and let's rewind and start it all over again. But you can't do that. It's too late. You did it.
Brasseur and Eisler captured the bronze, and an entire nation was reminded of another bitter disappointment. 1984, Sarajevo. Canadians Barbara Underhill and Paul Martini had gold medal aspirations, but a devastating fall, also in the original program, ended their hopes. Then, just a month later at the World Championships, Underhill and Martini won the gold. Now it's a month after the Olympics again, and Brasseur and Eisler hope history repeats itself. They are 2 vastly different personalities. The 5'11" Lloyd's ability rests with his power, and he would rather play hockey than just watch it. At all of 5 feet, Isabel appreciates the artistry of skating. Admittedly shy, she spends time away from the ice doing quiet things, but it's her inner strength that makes the pair work.
She's gutsy when it comes to what we do. It's very difficult, and I don't think you can get a lot of girls to do it. The only thing is that she's got to know all the details before she tries it. She can't just say, okay, let's go do it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's got to be all written down. It's got, this is what's going to happen. This is where my hand's going to go. This is where it's going to go. And then she'll try it. Me, on the other hand, I just like to go and do it, you know. If it works, it works. Well, if it doesn't, I fall. Well, I'll get up and try it again. And
yeah, great, but I'm like 12 feet up there. If it doesn't work and you fall, I'm dead.
But Lloyd's self-confidence and sense of control helps assure Isabel he wouldn't let that happen. Popular with Montreal's children, they take time to meet with school groups and are currently putting together a charity ice show featuring Brian Orser and the couple they would emulate, world champions Underhill and Martini. Brasseur and Eisler are better known to friends as Fred and Herbie, and in their innovative exhibition program last year, she lived up to her alias.
I know when he's mad and he says, Isabel, I have to stand up right, because I know he's mad. And when it's Freddie, that means he's really nice. He's in a good mood. Fred, it's normal mood. So when it's Isabel, I can't laugh.
Isabel and Lloyd are hoping that Fred and Herbie skate here in Oakland and that they laugh all the way to the top of the medal podium.
It's nice to go in at the World Championships and do well if you haven't done well before. Not necessarily redeem a performance, but just for self-satisfaction and self-pride, you want to go and say, yeah, see, I can do it. And, you know, so don't come down on me so hard all the time.
Here's the remarkable blue-collar U.S. champions, Kala Urbanski at 31, the oldest skater in the entire championships, with Rocky Marble. After capturing the American title in Orlando, this waitress truck driver pair finished 10th at the Olympics.
Like Brasseur and Eisler, they skate to the can-can and open with the same 2 elements. The double twist is first. Not as high as the Canadians, but a strong one. And now they're side-by-side double axles, a problem move for them.
Oh, she almost hit the wall.
But they landed it. Not unison, however. They've been together less than 2 years, so their lack of experience will show up.
And a little out of sync on those spins.
judges are looking for.
Tyler Urbanski, Rocky Marble. His real name is Rocco Marvaldi. Sounds like a fighter. And boy, that's a quality she brings to the ice as well. And the crowd responds.
Their raw athleticism is so appealing.
That's going to be fun, Sandra, to watch how they mature in the next 2 years. They may well be America's top hope in Lillehammer for an Olympic medal.
All they need is time. They need to work on their unison, their finish. They have all the big tricks. It's the subtleties that are still in need of attention. She has a very unorthodox entrance into her double axel. She holds on to her takeoff edge longer than anybody else. That puts them out of unison and puts her awfully close to the boards.
Way to go, Eugene.
Kala Urbanski, Rocky Marble. Kala wearing that engaging smile and going through her own thoughts.
I didn't know if you're supposed to be.
And now the judges' marks. The first set for required elements from a high of 5.5. The American judge a 5.5. The French judge not impressed, a 5.0.
5.3.
Well, they didn't make any technical errors, but these marks do reflect the problems they had in their unison.
And 5.3.
And now the second set. These marks for presentation, a high of 5.6 from the American judge, the French judge the low 5.3.
They have to be very happy with this performance. It was far better than the one they gave in Albertville, but I don't think this is going to put them in medal range. Opening with the spiral sequence, one of the 8 required elements. Todd and Natasha have gone back to last year's program. It worked for them in Munich. The reason they've gone back is the next move, the side-by-side double axels. Todd's had trouble with them, and they're choreographed earlier in this program so he doesn't have to battle fatigue. And the strategy worked.
John Nix, their coach, who also coached Ty Babylonia and Randy Gardner, the last U.S. pair to win the world title in '79. He's a veteran of 28. He's only 15, but so mature.
The name of the game in the short program is to skate cleanly, and that's exactly what they're doing. She shows remarkable composure for a 15-year-old, an excellent competitor.
This partisan American audience loved it. Natasha Kuchiki and Todd Sands. It's not been a great year for this pair after winning the U.S. title a year ago and the bronze in Munich. Third in the Nationals, sixth in the Olympics. That performance should give them a tremendous lift as they go for a medal here in Oakland.
They're very happy with this performance. After winning the bronze last year in Munich, that was beyond their wildest dreams, and they've spent all this year trying to prove that position. Here with the side-by-side double axles, skid entrance, which makes them even more difficult. The unison is excellent. Rotation nice. He fights for that landing, slight tilt, but it worked.
And now the marks for Kuchiki and Sand. There's a little delay here, and Natasha and Todd saying it's killing me. Come on, let me know what my grades are. Here they are, required elements. Oh my, Polish judge 4-7. You heard Nick's, the coach, said that's not right. It's a 5-7. No, sir, a 4-7. The next lowest, a 5-4. How could that be? And there is the judge from Poland who saw something others did not. And now for presentation, again, the Polish judge totally unimpressed. A 5-1, and the crowd now booing. High of 5-7 from the Australian and the American judges. Natasha smiling through the bad news.
Well, the Polish judge is going to have to